What's up? What's up, existent community? What's up, existent community? How is everybody in the community that exists? Hope you guys are all having a wonderful rest of your night. I just wanted to say y'all are the goats. Thank you guys so much for being here with me this fine Sunday evening. How is everybody feeling now that we are getting towards the next coming week? How is that feeling for everybody? Is that anybody excited about the next coming week coming up? What's up, everybody? Yo! What's up, Moby? Welcome back, dude. What's up, bro? Yo, I feel like you're in UK. This is like your morning, right? Should I give you a little bit of like morning news or something? Is this your morning? Are you just waking up? You're here from Discord notifs. Oh, shit. So I'm glad that they work for you. Okay, good. 2 a.m. Oh, shit. All right. So not quite morning. Okay, I got you. No problem. Well, I hope you had a great day heading off to sleep. Hey, listen, bro. No worries. No worries. Thank you for hopping in and saying hello. It's always a pleasure to see you, man. I hope you're having a great, had a great weekend. Unfortunately, it is Sunday, so tomorrow means that's Monday, and that means that unfortunately we are gonna kill ourselves. Sunday scaries, I know, bro. It's 8:55. What's up, David? It's 8:55 in your time. What's your time? 8:55 a.m. Y'all, peep the shirt. EST? That is right. I'm an EST also. Wait, you're EST? No way, twins. That's so cool. Nice. Thanks, bro. Where are you at, EST? What state are you in? Also, just wanted to say, guys, thank you again so much for being here with me tonight. It's a pleasure to see all of you guys. Oh, in Ohio. Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, Ohio's not, Central Time? Oh, nice. You got a silver coin. Let's go, bro. First pull ever. That's actually wild. What? No way. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, that's right, because it's south of Iowa, isn't it? It's south of... Like, when it comes to Midwest, Ohio's further down, right? So it's not over the border, because my girlfriend lives in Iowa, and it's an hour behind, right? Isn't that what it is? Yeah, so like in Iowa right now, it's Central Time, so it's 7:57 over there. That's right. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and hanging out tonight. Tonight we have, I'm not going to lie, we have a pretty chill night tonight. I don't have, like, any huge plans. We just east of Iowa, south of Michigan. Oh, east. Okay, that's right. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, thank you, everybody, for joining me. So tonight we don't have, like, the biggest plan. I don't have, like, some grand plan. We just posted a YouTube video. Peep this. I'm not going to lie to you. We just posted a new YouTube video, and I won't lie to you, I fucking cooked with this new thumbnail, bro. I worked so hard on this new thumbnail, and it genuinely, I think, came out so good, bro. Look at how, like, look, I look like an actual YouTuber. Don't I look like an actual YouTuber? Doesn't that shit actually look so sick? That looks good, bro. Like that, tell me that doesn't actually cook. Like, that shit's fire. Compared to all my other ones, like, this one's pretty good. Also the same picture, ignore that, please. But, like, yeah, look, that's a shitty thumbnail. That's kind of a bad thumbnail. That's a good thumbnail right there. I look absolutely lobotomized in that picture. My favorite one is the one that I did for Alien Isolation where the Xenomorph is giving me back shots. That's my absolute favorite thumbnail. You'll watch it later. It's all good, bro. Don't worry about it. Anyway, point is, we're getting better at this thumbnail shit, bro. We're genuinely, like, we're leveling up. If you look at, like, some of my first thumbnails, like, this thumbnail is horrible. This one is really bad. And then this one is fine. Like, we're getting better. We're finding our style slowly but surely. I'm happy with this new one, though. I think we're going to do some more like that because that looks really good. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. We are going to be just doing some reacts. If you guys have any videos you want to watch, send them into the Discord or, like, send them in chat. And we're just gonna like chill, have a good night, have some fun, relax for a little bit. If you guys anybody work on weekends in here or no? I did not work today. My girlfriend did work today. Does anybody work on weekends in here? If you did work on a weekend, if you did work this weekend, just oh, you do? Oh yeah, Nick, that's right. Nick works on weekends. That's right. He works at the massive bitch factory. I forgot you clocked in for your shift. Hey bro, you got to do some overtime. They called you. They said they called me to tell you that you needed to do some overtime at the massive bitch factory. Can you get a link to the Discord? Yes, sir, bro. Hold on. Actually, if you just type here, I got you. If you type !Discord, it should pop up for you. Watch analog horror cute cat. Let me check it out. What's up, W? Let me see here. Analog horror cute cat. Is this actually good? Oh, you mean Cat in the Hat? Also unemployed life? Bro, massive W, though. Enjoy it while it lasts, brother. I'm not even lying. Some days I genuinely miss so bad being unemployed. I'm not gonna lie. Enjoy it. Yeah, no, seriously. Enjoy that shit. Because being unemployed, some of my best memories in my entire life was when I was unemployed, bro. I could literally just wake up at fucking any time I wanted, just hop on the game, hop off the game, go like smack my meat around for a little while and go back on the game and do nothing else. It was so nice. The only thing I didn't do when I was unemployed, it's a short. Is it this one?
Warning. If you ever see an abnormal cat acting strange, run away, otherwise it'll tear your skin off. What? I'm joking, of course. Cats are such a cute pie. I love cats so much. I want to squeeze them until they pop. Warning. If you ever see a...
True. I feel the same way about cats. I do get mad cuteness aggression. I can't even lie to you. I really do. You in 2 years, 14 days, 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 10 seconds. Why? Are you going to get a cat? If you get a cat, y'all better treat your animals good, bro. We do not tolerate people who do the bare minimum for their pets in this chat. If you have a... What the fuck is that? Oh. It was a van. Sorry, my dad's work van just pulled into the yard. Named Oliver. That's a cute name for a cat. It would be Gray. My dad, your roommates take care of the bills, you take care of the house. That's honestly a nice arrangement, I won't lie to you. That's a really nice arrangement. I would love to do something like that. Well, actually, that is what I do, actually. I live at my dad's house rent-free. That's actually so true. The Mimic. That's like meanie. That's the kind of... Oh, wait, did you get the link to the Discord? Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. Okay, bet. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. So the Discord is... We have that React suggestions box there. That's for, like, people... Which people are just using it for whatever, but I guess that's fine. It doesn't really matter. So let's see. What do we have in the React suggestions at the moment? Let's take a look here. So we've got... So... What did you make? An edit W? Is that what this is? The goat. I appreciate that. Why do I look like a corpse in a bathtub in this photo, bro? This looks like... This is actually like 2 steps away from analog horror. Is it not? Is that not peak? No, it is peak. I was showing these to my best friend at dinner. These edits that you did. Because this was the original photo, which also shout out Vic Huerta for these pictures. I probably butchered that name. This one had me cracking up, bro. What the fuck happened to my face? What the fuck is that? What is that? The Mimic with all capitals? What is that? Welcome in, everybody who's joining. Thank you again so much for being with me here tonight. Reaction submission is the new series type shit. Reality Traverse Stories? What is that? What is that? Oh shit! Somebody just joined the Discord. Oh, nice. Animal Adam, welcome, bro. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. Guys, the community is actually growing. Like, genuinely, it's actually like we're getting somewhere. Isn't that insane? Like, think about it. We started doing this 6 months ago, and we have already gotten to 400 subscribers. 408 subscribers, and we've low-key been posting our asses off, bro. It's your new series? Okay, okay. Well, tell us about it. Give us the pitch. What's it about? You got to tell us about it. It's really creepy. Is it really? Let's have a look at some. Hey Kyoko, what's up, dude? How you doing? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. What the fuck? All right. So, let's have a look at what the algorithm is recommending to us tonight. We got let's see. Oh my god, absolutely top 5 video of all time. Any Kind of Guy by Big Time Rush. Has $1,000 budget. You can't. It doesn't have $1,000 budget. You lying, bro. Fruitiger Home official reveal demo. I think I saw that. I'm good, Kyoko. Thank you for hopping in and hanging out, dude. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great night, and I hope you have a great week. We got a week coming up. We have another week. Despite everything, we are still here. Our YouTube algorithm is progressing nicely. Let me tell you, a house of 4, a voice actor, a teacher, food truck owner, and car mechanic just clean the house and play video games. Low key, you kind of got like the Fantastic Four of careers, though. You got, hold on, wait, let me cook for a second. You said you have a voice actor, a teacher, a food truck owner, and a car mechanic. You guys literally don't have to rely on anybody for shit. You guys have like the 4 taste buds under your roof, bro. Because you have somebody who can cook, you got somebody who can teach, you got somebody who can record joys for you, and you have somebody who can do work on your car. That's actually really goated, because think about it, you don't ever have to like outsource anything. You guys could be like your own little production team. That's really sick. The teacher and food truck. Oh, okay. Well, still though. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm just looking at our recommended feed. Oh, and I have some in the watch later too. Hold on. So I saved a couple videos that I thought we could watch. Oh yes, we were gonna watch the Cars conspiracy theory today. We're gonna watch that. We followed an inmate. The Daily Capper, a YouTube rabbit hole, is another one. They all leave for work at the times and you make their lunch. What do you make for lunch usually? We'll watch it in a little bit, Gorgon. Daniel Tommy, we saw this one. That one was fucking really creepy, bro. Alex Bale has some good content. Leftovers of whatever's requested. That's valid. That's valid. Honestly, that's like a kind of a nice like situation that you guys have going on, though. I won't lie to you. You're the maid? I would love to be somebody's maid, bro. But when I say it, I mean it in like a sexual way. I know you're not saying it in a sexual way. But me, I would love to be a maid in like a sexual sense. But again, I know that's not what you're saying. I'm just saying that I'm saying that. Well, what? Well, what? Okay. So, is it a sexual way? Are you in like a poly relationship? That's also goated. Okay. 2 guys, 2 girls, kind of. Oh, man. Okay, let's... Are you spelling your own series wrong, Dean? Is it this right here? Right there? What's up, Mew? What's going on, dude? Yo, thank you for hopping in. Guys, we actually low-key have like the Suicide Squad tonight. We actually have like a great circle in here. This is so dope. The second video? This one or this one? You're talking about this one, right? You have a maid outfit? Do you really? You're playing Persona 5 Strikers? Insane, W. We're talking about how, like, I would literally kill... Bro, when I tell you... Can I like go off for a second? Let me go off for a second. Can you... Bro. Let me go off for a second. This is going to be a little bit extreme. W goes, oh God. No, okay, hold on. Hear me out. I know a lot of people have, I know that limits and boundaries are very important in like sexual situations. I'm just not sure what mine are. I've never been to the point where somebody's done something to me where I've been like, that's too far. I would love to like test that. Like, how far would I go? Like, I really don't know the answer. I really like don't know. I'm sure there's a limit. I just don't know what it is. Because for me, like, we are not testing that. I'm not talking about you, bro. I'm just saying in general, like if you make money and like okay, say Sydney, my girlfriend, say she ends up getting a huge job like at some big company and she's making like 500, not even 500K a year, like making an income to where like she can support both of us. I will literally walk around in a thong all day long and just do dishes and just I'll do any, like if you want your toes polished, like I'll do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like I really mean it. Like there are a lot of people out there that say it as a joke. I'm 100% dead ass. Like, let me be just like, I want to be like your property. Like, I don't even want to have a say in anything. You just tell me like what you want and I will do it for you. Even if I don't want to, I'll still do it. Like, that's the type of shit I'm on. And you don't give a fuck about it? This was a crazy thing to zone back into. Yeah, sorry. I've talked about this a lot. I'm so sorry. It only says the mimic. Okay, I see it. I saw it. I got it queued up here. All right, y'all. So we have one viewer recommended video. It's only 3 minutes long, so we're going to watch that. After that, we are going to watch this other video. I think we'll watch the Cars video unless something comes that's better. Yo, does that mean we can crack? I'm not cracking you, bro. I posted a song in the Discord. What song did you post? Did you post it in the reaction suggestions? Is it this? What are we doing on stream today, Twin? All right, Twin. Basically, we're just going to be doing some reacts. We're just going to be reacting, yapping. We're not like doing anything crazy. I don't think I'm playing any Rocket League tonight. We're just going to be watching some videos, chilling, yapping for a little bit. It's going to be a little bit of a short stream too because I got on kind of late tonight. And low key, I worked a lot this week, and I'm just tired as fuck. Like, I just want to go to bed. I was supposed to clean today. Like, I set my whole Sunday aside to like meal prep, go grocery shopping, do laundry, and like half the stuff I just did not do. I was just like, I don't feel like doing this today. Like, I went grocery shopping, I got the stuff I needed for the week so I don't like eat out, and then I went out to dinner with my best friend. So, you know, that's just how that goes. So I did laundry, I grocery shopped, and I was supposed to give my dog a bath. I didn't do that. He's still stinky as fuck. So I could basically force you to watch stuff that pertains to my interests, and you just gotta agree. I won't say, I can say it depends on the context. Like if my like corporate baddie wife told me to watch some shit that I don't care about, I'll do it. You know. But in this case, because I'm streaming and I'm in the driver's seat, send it my way and I'll consider it. Okay, all right. Well, of course. God, I just love the idea of being told what to do. It's time for me to go to bed so you can be up before my teacher goes back to school tomorrow. My voice actor has an audition tomorrow. Hey, you are good. Thank you for hopping in, dude. Thanks for hanging out, bro. I'm in the driver's seat. I am in the driver's seat. Just like making people watch live performances of what, music? What does '07 mean? Is that a salute? Oh, an idol anime? Oh. Oh, really? Oh, it's a salute? Hey, good night, guys. Yeah, good night, David. Thanks for hopping in, dude. Like I said, I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you again in here sometime. Take care.
I just really hate your face.
You look like you're from outer space.
So I know that won't surprise
So I must
you.
antagonize
But
you.
to me your skin is one giant wart, and your laugh's one big snort, and you stink, so in short, I despise you. You disgrace the human race,
My apologies, your grace.
'cause you're more of a
I can kick you
mosquito.
to Toledo.
I would rather have...
I literally did stuff like this every single day in theater school. And it's not that this is bad. It's actually really nice. It's really, like, they sound great. But I cannot tell you how fucking many times I genuinely, like, stomped my feet and shit my pants trying to memorize. Do not bring up you or the PS5. I'll ban you. Do not! Nick, don't. Nick, don't do that. You're, okay, all right. Alexa, set the temperature to 72 degrees.
I set the AC to 72 degrees.
Okay, perfect. That's better. There is, okay, hold on. Let's we're going to watch The Mimic in just a second. All right, we have another viewer on YouTube who you can't see in the Twitch chat. He wants us to watch his series that he's working on. Okay. What you have to send a link to it, or like you have to tell us what it's called so I can find it. Actually, let me just look up your channel. All right. This is you or the PS5, bro. Bro, please stop. Please stop. All right, hold on. Is this an animation you made? Is that what this is? What aspect ratio is this? Is this an animation? How is it so why is it so long? What fucking aspect ratio is this? I have never seen a YouTube video. It looks like, what the fuck? It's like cigarette by cigarette. What is that? Hey, listen. Honestly, on everything I love, Slyas Gorgon, please keep creating stuff, man. I don't know how old you are, but like, seriously, keep going. Keep going. Keep making stuff that you're passionate about. It's an MS Paint. Oh, that's really creative, actually. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm very confused by the aspect ratio, though. No, but seriously, Slice, like, no joke, keep making stuff. Every day, just, like, do one thing that you think is better than the last. No joke. It's a little bit hard to watch it for the other viewers because it has no audio and it's like basically you like moving stuff around and typing in MS Paint. You know what I mean? It's not that it's bad, it's just like, you know, because you have to think about everybody else in the chat. I didn't delete your video. But it's like everybody else in the chat, like, you know, we try to pick stuff that like everybody can, you know, can enjoy, you know what I mean? And like everybody can get, you know what I mean? So we try to find stuff that's like universally, you know. All right, next up, this was a viewer suggestion. All right. I don't know what this is. It's an animated horror short, it says. Oh, wait, the Mimic is from FNAF, right? Am I wrong about that? Where the fuck did it go? Where the yo, it literally is gone. What? How did that even happen? That's so weird. Okay, y'all. So on to the next thing. Anyway, we'll go back to that. So last stream we watched a video. That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering why it didn't show up. Oh, I found it. Here it is. Hold on. What? Hold on. I thought this was a FNAF skit. What is this? Hey, Summit, what's up?
Hello? Is someone there? Hello? Hey.
You're good, dude. No
Who
worries.
are you?
Nah, thanks, Mew. I appreciate it. Have a good one. We'll see you again sometime, hopefully. Thanks for dropping in and hanging out.
Are you stuck?
200,000 minutes till Christmas. Let's go, bro.
Hey, don't worry. Sit there for a while. I'll bring.
Why does he look like that? What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Fire thumbnail. Let's go to... So, this is a video that we saw last stream. Like, we watched another video from this creator, Alex Bale, and it was really good. So, this is the Cars Conspiracy. I'm really interested to see what this is all about.
Do you really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
So, Cars is a weird franchise. The world in the Cars movies is like ours, except for the small detail that everything is cars instead of humans.
Is there even a single human in the Cars universe, or is there literally not even one? Is there not even a single car? Or a single human? I don't think there is, right?
Which is a very weird premise for a movie franchise, and it only gets weirder the more you think about it. Here are just a few things that everyone always loves to bring up. In Cars 2, we see a car pope riding in a sentient pope-mobile, so Catholicism exists in this universe, which implies there was a Jesus Chrysler who died for our car sins. There
What? Is that dead ass?
exists in this universe, which implies there was a Jesus Chrysler who died for our car sins. There is a Cars TSA, which implies Cars 9/11 probably happened.
Holy fuck, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's so true. Yo, they had Cars TSA. That means that there's also like a Cars drug cartel. What drug did they traffic though? And this guy, this old fart, he's a war veteran, so that means that like the Vietnam War happened.
There is a World War II Army veteran car, so this universe also probably had Car Hitler and every other historical figure and tragedy. Now, there has already been endless discussion about these movies, and the question that everyone loves to ask the most is, what exactly are cars? Because how can cars exist without humans? Everything about the way they look has clearly been specifically designed by and for humans. I mean, what purpose do these tiny little door handles have in sentient car world?
How else are you supposed to grab her from behind when... I'm not saying anything.
So, because of this, a lot of people like to believe that Cars takes place in some kind of post-apocalypse after all the humans died out. Maybe there was an AI smart car uprising, or maybe somehow the humans became their cars, or whatever. And for years...
What the fuck was that picture?
Or maybe somehow the humans became their cars, or what?
What is that? Yo, don't let my hungry ass see that little pipe there, bro. I'm bringing chips, bro. Who's calling me? I'm bringing chips.
Whatever. And for years, people have debated this, and no one can agree on what the cars actually are. Not even the creators who
Oh my fucking god. Shut up! I have to mute that, sorry. There we go.
Have conflicting things to say about this franchise. But I think the answer is actually pretty obvious. Everything is cars. And when I say everything, I mean everything. The animals in this universe are cars. The plants are cars.
Holy shit, the plants are cars too?
The animals in this universe are cars. The plants are cars.
Oh my god, there's taillights. But that cactus, though, that's not a car. The taillights make total sense. Like, that's actually really interesting. Car features mostly show up in the plants and flowers. Okay, that's an interesting note.
Literally, the mountains and clouds are car or vehicle shaped. This is not a world where just humans were replaced by cars. This is a world where everything, even the physical world itself, is car-shaped. We can even see a periodic table for just a few seconds in the background of Cars 2 that's been renamed to the automotive table of elements. And it's unfortunately too small and blurry to read.
Do you think that the people who make these movies know that it's gonna be turned into like an absolute like theoretical nightmare for some white boys smoking cigarettes at some point? Like, do you think there was ever a person on the creative team that worked on Cars that was like, no, make sure you give them something to chew on while they smoke their Newports? You know what I mean? Like, because it's always the white folk that be doing this.
But there is a full-size version of this poster in Disney California's Cars-themed area that seems to show us that even the elements themselves have been renamed to car puns. And I like to think that this implies that even on an atomic level, the elements themselves that make up this universe are also car-shaped. So no, I do not believe that humans ever existed in this world. This is just an alternate reality where things are car-shaped. And I think there are two possible explanations as to why. You can either take a carvolutionist perspective and assume this is a universe where the car shape just happens to be the most efficient shape for survival and entropy, kind of like how we can see the golden ratio spiral everywhere in our world, or like how different animals can independently evolve into crabs because the crab shape is just so badass. Or we can take a carrationism perspective and assume there is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image.
Do you think there's an all-powerful car god in this universe? Jesus Chrysler and I don't know what his, Volkswagen. I don't know. Like, do you think there's an all-powerful car god?
We do know there is religion in this world, and there has been mentions of a manufacturer in place of the word God.
Thank the manufacturer, you're alive!
So, maybe Car God did it. So that is my Alex Bale take
Yo,
on
this picture is making me nauseous. I do not want to look at that anymore. What the fuck, bro? That's so nasty.
So, maybe Car God did it. So that...
I don't want to think about the anatomy of Lightning McUltra, bro.
Is my Alex Bale take on all of these Cars theories. I am sorry if that's not as fun or dark and edgy as a post-apocalyptic human theory, but I think it's undeniably what the actual movies themselves support. Now that basically covers all the stuff that everyone loves talking about with the Cars movies. But the real reason I'm making this video is because there's still something that most Cars theories never talk about. Something that most theorists just pretend doesn't exist because it makes the weird and convoluted Cars franchise look tame in comparison. Yes, that is correct. This is no longer a Cars theory video. This is a theory about Mater's tall tales.
If I'm lying, I'm crying.
Motherfucker is stealing content for his own content. Have you never watched a reaction video in your entire life?
So, Cars is a weird franchise, but the weirdness is kind of contained to the fact that they are sentient cars. Other than that, they're just kind of normal people doing normal things. Except for when it comes to Mater.
My name's Mater.
Mater?
Yeah, like Mater.
I love Mater. I love Mater, but he is an actual fucking bum, bro. He has no job. He never had a job. He doesn't even brush his teeth, bro. He can't even put both his headlights in right. He's definitely on that universal health care. He's on fucking... Bro, he's on food stamps. Nothing wrong with being on food stamps, by the way. But Mater, he just got nothing going on, bro.
Mater is Lightning McQueen's best friend, and he's kind of a dumb, lovable tow truck who was born in Radiator Springs. Or I guess maybe in a mansion. They kind of retconned it in the new Disney Plus show. And he's just a pretty normal, simple guy.
He won 3 piston cups. He did what in his cup?
Except for the fact that he keeps accidentally ending up in weird, impossible situations. Like how in Cars 2, he accidentally became an international spy for the entire movie.
I hated Cars 2 when I first watched it. I remember thinking that movie was so bad, I fell asleep in the theater watching it, and I never did that. No, I didn't fall asleep in the theater. We left because I hated it so much. And going back to it and watching it as an adult, my girlfriend, Sydney, loves Cars 2. It's like one of her favorites. So we went back and watched it recently together, and I won't lie, I enjoyed it a lot more. It's kind of surreal that it even got made, though. Like, it's so different from the first one, but it kind of works, though. And they're also just shooting machine guns at each other, which I find funny, too.
Agent, you mean like insurance agent? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
And then got knighted by the Queen.
Sato,
Mater.
And if you thought Cars 2 was a weird departure for the Cars franchise, well then prepare yourself for the insanity that is Mater's Tall Tales.
I used to be a fire truck. What? Daggum right.
Someone call Rescue Squad Vader!
These were a series of shorts that featured Mater telling Lightning McQueen
Not right now. It's when we're watching the Mater conspiracy video.
different convoluted stories from his life, like the time he became a fire truck, or a wrestler, or an astronaut, or when he met aliens, or literally time traveled.
Later, Mater. Later, Mater.
And obviously, you'd assume that these are all just made-up stories because they're called tall tales, but at the end of every episode, they're always proven to be true.
That did not happen. Houston has another problem. Roger, Roger. That did not happen.
Mater, there's no such thing as time travel.
Oh, by the way, I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley.
And that's how you make history.
Okay, but maybe these are just weird, non-canon shorts. They aren't necessarily connected to the main Cars movies that we care about, right? Well, in Cars 3, we can see a poster that proves that Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creators had a chance to distance themselves from Mater's Tall Tales and instead decided to double down and make them officially canon. But the most confusing thing that happens in all of these shorts is halfway through every episode when Lightning McQueen questions the stories.
Jumping Carburetor Canyon? No way.
Yes, well, you remember.
Holy, are we getting Cars autistic today? You have no idea. Have you seen the Cars conspiracy video?
You was there too.
What?
Ready, buddy?
You really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Mater reveals that
Jinx, so basically this was recommended by chat. There's a conspiracy, and I don't know all the details yet, but basically the conspiracy is that Mater is like, he's God. Like he created the reality, because think about it, right? Like, so he made a good point. This guy, Alex Bale, he's a really interesting YouTuber. He made a point that in Cars, I think it's in the second Cars movie, there is a TSA at the airport for cars. And that means that Cars 9/11 happened. Yes. Yes. It implies that 9/11 happened in the Cars universe. And he makes another point that there's a World War II veteran car. Hold on. And every animal in the Cars universe is also a vehicle. So everything is cars. So there's like this military truck car. Yeah, see, look, there's TSA in the Cars universe, which implies that Cars 9/11 happened. And there's also this guy, implying that there was a Cars World War II. There's this guy, meaning that there was a Cars World War II, which then implies that there was a Hitler. So there was a Holocars. There was a Chrysler. So, meaning that in some way, and he's still going into detail on it, in some way, Mater, the theory is that Mater is somehow connected to like all of the Cars universe, and it exists because of him. And I don't know how he's going to pull I don't know how it all makes sense yet. I really don't know. But apparently Mater's Tall Tales is like that Disney short that they do. And apparently that has something to do with it. Like, he basically has done all these things in his life. Like, he's been a firefighter. He went to space. And at the end of every episode of Mater's Tall Tales, they all end up being true. So like he'll always prove Lightning McQueen wrong at the end of the episode. Like
For a
here he is
series
as a fire truck.
Of shorts that featured Mater telling Lightning McQueen different convoluted stories from his life, like the time he became a fire truck, or a wrestler, or an astronaut, or when he met aliens, or literally time traveled.
Later, Mater. Later, Mater.
And obviously, you'd assume that these are all just made-up stories because they're called tall tales, but at the end of every episode, they're always proven to be true.
That did not happen. Houston has another problem. Roger, Roger. That did not happen.
Mater, there's no such thing as time travel.
Oh, by the way, I never did get a chance to thank you for introducing me and Stanley.
And that's how you make history.
Okay, but maybe these are just weird, non-canon shorts. They aren't necessarily connected to the main Cars movies that we care about, right? Well, in Cars 3, we can see a poster that proves that Monster Truck Mater did actually happen. The creators had a chance to distance themselves from Mater's tall tales and instead decided to double down and make them officially canon. But the most confusing thing that happens in all of these shorts is halfway through every episode when Lightning McQueen questions the stories.
Jumping Carburetor Canyon? No way.
Yes, well, you remember. You was there too.
What?
Ready, buddy?
You really expect me to believe that?
Well, you should. You was there too.
Mater reveals that Lightning was also in all of these stories, despite him having no memory of being there.
Well, don't you remember? You was there too.
What?
But remember, we know these stories are true, so why doesn't McQueen remember? Well, there is a funny theory that Lightning McQueen might have dementia from—
Bro, we need to stop with these theories. Like, stop! Stop! Get a job! What? Racing. Complicated spy thriller about lemon cars starting an alternative fuel conspiracy to drive more business into the oil and gas car industry. Racing. Lightning McQueen has dementia? I'm sick of this shit.
From all of his many, many accidents.
No, 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 no! Ow!
Yo, Lightning McQueen been getting his shit whooped, dog. Every fucking movie, he gets absolutely creamed, bro. I don't know why they keep doing mans like this. He does not deserve this.
And that does feel like the easiest explanation.
He might have dementia, actually. He gets so many head injuries during the course of the movies. He has like Cars TE, like CTE.
But there's one small detail that contradicts it. In Moon Mater, Mater becomes an astronaut and goes to the moon.
Houston, I have a problem. He needs a tow.
Where on earth are we gonna get a tow?
Well, that guy's got a tow.
And later, we of course reveal that Lightning McQueen was there too.
No way.
Yes, way. But that was nothing compared to you.
But there's a very strange detail at the start of this episode that doesn't quite make sense. Before Mater gets his astronaut suit, why is he blue?
Yeah, why is he blue? I always wondered that, because wasn't Lightning McQueen blue in the second movie? Or no, he was blue in the first movie. They made him blue because he was what was it? He was like Dynamo something?
Oh, this isn't the first time we've seen Blue Mater. In Cars 1, there was a brief flashback that showed Radiator Springs in its prime, and we could see that back then, Mater was a clean blue tow truck.
Long ago.
So this Moon Mater story must have taken place around that time. But this doesn't make sense, because Lightning McQueen only met Mater after he was covered in years worth of dirt and old dent.
I never even noticed that he has like blue on him. Like he has like blue marks on him. I didn't even know that.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Boy, I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
He never knew Mater when he was blue, so how could he have possibly been in this story? So even if Lightning forgot, the timeline still doesn't make sense. And it's not like they even needed to make Mater blue in this short. The creators put in extra effort here just to make their story make less sense, but why? And it's not even just Lightning that doesn't remember this. In Cars 1, Mater says this about a road Lightning made.
It's like it was paved by angels.
Oh, I tell you what, I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth.
I bet even the roads on the moon ain't this smooth. But wait, at this point, hasn't Mater already been to the moon? Isn't I bet kind of a weird thing to say if Mater should know for a fact whether or not the moon is this smooth? It seems like even Mater himself had no memory of this story. A story... that is proven to be true at the end of the episode.
That did not happen. Vader! Houston has another problem. Roger.
So, how does any of this make sense? It's almost like these stories only become true after Mater tells them, which kind of implies that
Mater has reality warping god powers.
Look at the way Lightning reacts when we reveal he's also in the stories.
Well, don't you remember you was there too?
What?
You was there too.
What?
That was nothing compared to you.
It's not like he'd been there the whole time, it's more like he was literally plucked from time and space and teleported into this story.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my zero sugar root beer. Give me 1 second.
At this exact moment, just because Mater said the words, "You was there too."
You was there too.
What? And then there's also the fact that even though these stories presumably take place many years ago in many different places, every single time as soon as Mater finishes telling them, something from the story coincidentally appears right next to them.
Did so?
Did not.
Hello, Doctor.
That did not happen. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Hey! That's me right now. I'm eating tamales and rice. That's me. That's me.
Again, it's like the mere act of Mater telling the story is what causes it to happen, which implies that somehow Tow Mater, the simple Radiator Springs tow truck, has the god-level ability to change reality just by speaking.
Yep, storm's on its way.
No way. Look at the sky.
Holy shit, wait, that's actually kind of crazy.
Its way.
No way. Look at the sky.
Listen, I know this idea sounds really stupid and crazy, but if we look back through the entire Cars franchise with this in mind, suddenly, a lot of the weird inconsistencies in this dumb franchise start to make a lot more sense. Let's start with something small, like Mater's birthplace changing. Originally, we were shown that he was born in Radiator Springs.
You've never been outside Radiator Springs, have you?
Nope. But in the new Disney Plus show, Cars on the Road, we are told that he was instead born in a rich family and grew up in a mansion on the east side of America.
What? Mater's a Nepo baby?
Grew up here? Yep.
But let's go back and take a look at the first time everyone in Radiator Springs learned about this.
I'd say Mater's been holding out on
Mater is a complicated guy.
Mamma mia, Mater has a sister?
Boggles the mind, man.
No, non ci posso credere.
Mater clearly just told them the story about his family and where he grew up. A story that nobody knew about before.
Wait a minute. You have a sister?
But now is suddenly proven true.
You grew up here?
Yep.
Just like Mater's tall tales. I think this continuity error was caused by Mater's reality warping powers.
You was there too.
In the first Cars movie, we can see a photo of Conehenge, which is the Cars World's version of Stonehenge. But later, in Cars on the Road, we see it's now been changed to Carhenge.
The sign said, don't touch!
So, why is this structure so inconsistent? Well, why did McQueen and Mater go to Carhenge in the first place?
Look, you picked the last 3 stops. Carhenge.
Anyway.
Because it was Mater's idea.
You picked the last 3 stops.
He probably previously told Lightning about Carhenge, which caused it to change. Okay, but these are just little inconsistencies. What about something big? How about the fact that the Cars franchise, a pretty simple series about cars racing each other, suddenly decided to make an entire movie about the funny side character becoming an international spy?
Mater, we've got to get that bomb off you.
Bomb? You! Why didn't my death ray kill you?
Death Ray? Doesn't that sound more like the plot of a Mater's Tall Tale? Well, actually, take a look at what happens at the end of the movie when we cut back to Radiator Springs.
So there we was, guns drawn. We was goners. But then, out of nowhere, this beautiful spy car swoops in from the sky to save me.
That's a very entertaining story, young man.
Oh, Minnie, please, come on. None of this happened.
No, you're quite right. It does sound a bit far-fetched.
This is Holly Shiftwell.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
Cars 2.
Yo, he pulled an absolute baddie, bro. That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's crazy. It's like fucking Jelly Roll and Bunny XO.
This is Holly Shiftwell.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
Cars 2 was a Mater's Tall Tale. It follows the exact same formula.
That did not happen.
See you later.
Come on, none of this happened.
I'm Mater's girlfriend.
And it all happened just because Mater spoke it
Yo, Kai, what's up, man?
into existence. This theory literally makes the insanity of Cars 2 make more sense.
You mean like insurance rate? Like a good neighbor, Mater is there.
Another thing, he sings the State Farm jingle, which means that there are car insurance companies, which means that there are car disasters and car claimants.
This dumb
good,
State
Kai.
Farm joke also makes so much more sense now because Mater has the exact same powers from those State Farm commercials.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Dave.
With a sandwich. Oh, yeah. And the girl from 4E?
And can I get a hot tub?
Well, don't you remember you was there too?
What?
Mater is unironically the most powerful character in all of fiction. He could literally beat anyone in a fight just by uttering the words, "You was
Bro.
there too." And I believe that he has been secretly manipulating the events of this entire franchise for his own benefit. Now, I don't really have any strong evidence to prove this, but to me, the start of the first Cars movie also kind of feels like another Tall Tale.
Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Boy, I was wondering when you was gonna wake up.
Take whatever you want, just don't hurt me.
A famous race car just happens to accidentally get stuck in the same town as Mater, and they become best friends for life, and he decides to never leave because Mater is just so cool.
So are we insinuating that Mater is basically holding everybody against his will? Is that what we're saying?
Friend, what are you gonna do?
That just kind of sounds like something Mater would make up to manifest a cool, famous best friend.
I knowed I made a good choice.
In what?
My best friend.
Also, the way that lightning gets stuck in Radiator Springs requires so many insane, unlikely coincidences that all have to happen perfectly at the same time that it kind of feels like it was caused by some kind of divine intervention. Both Lightning and his transport truck Mac needed to fall asleep at this exact part of the interstate, and also at the same time, these random hooligans needed to show up and decide to mess with Mac.
Yo, Wingo! Lane change, man!
And also, this Lightning McQueen toy needed to fall at the right time and land on this specific button that opens the back of the truck. And also, this guy needed to sneeze at this exact moment to cause Lightning to fall out of the truck. And also, there needed to be a similar looking red truck nearby to confuse Lightning into driving towards Radiator Springs.
Mac! Mac! You're not Mac!
And also, this cop needed to be here, and his engine needed to be backfiring, which caused Lightning to think that he was being shot at.
He's shooting at me! Why is he shooting at me?
Which caused him to drive uncontrollably into Radiator Springs and wreck
God, I forgot about how good the first Cars movie was, bro. It's so good.
the town. Which finally caused them to imprison Lightning in the town with Mater.
You was there too.
What? Every single one of those insane coincidences needed to happen at that exact moment for Lightning McQueen to meet Mater and become his best friend. Which honestly makes more sense if it was all somehow actually divine intervention from Mater.
I knowed I made a good choice.
And what?
My best friend. You was there too.
Now, how did Mater obtain this god power? I honestly do not know. And believe me, I have looked everywhere in every piece of Cars media for an explanation. I even read the fucking comic books, but unfortunately, there is nothing. Mater just has this ability to change reality for some unexplained reason, and he is using it to live his best life and go on fun adventures with his best friend,
Good for him, bro.
Lightning McQueen.
Mater, how'd you like to come and see the world with me?
You mean it?
And you know what? Good for him. We can even see in the Cars 2 credits that after the movie, they travel the weird car-shaped world together and visit all the great car wonders of the world. And of course, they climb the iconic weird...
What is that? My dog is barking, sorry. Yeah, there's nothing going on. I don't know what's going on.
Car-shaped mountains of this weird franchise. And that is my Cars theory. So thank you very much for watching.
Is that it?
Hang on a second. Is this world's Matterhorn shaped like Mater?
What?
And yeah, look, it's even been renamed to be spelled like him. Wait a second. There is an all-powerful car god out there that has shaped and renamed the world into his image. Wait, is Mater the reason why everything is cars? It is.
Hold on, my dog's barking. 1 second. I'm back, sorry.
Is Mater just straight up God? So, in the Cars franchise, everything is cars. Except, there is one contradiction to that shows up repeatedly in almost every piece of Cars media.
The Dinoco?
Dinoco logo. Dinoco is one of the racing brands that shows up all the time in this franchise, and their logo is a silhouette of a big dinosaur. But it's not the dino cars that we've seen in museums, it's clearly just a regular, non-car shaped dinosaur. It's a weird contradiction to the everything is car rule that pops up all over this franchise. Now, if there is some kind of car god that shaped the world into cars, why would he be so inconsistent with dinosaurs? It's a strange thing to leave out. It's almost like whoever created this world didn't know much about dinosaurs. Huh. Does that remind you of anyone?
I don't know much about these dino things. What happened to the dinosaurs now? I don't know much about these dino things.
Well, dadgum, McQueen boy, I tell you what, I sure do like me some cars. Wouldn't it be fun if everything was cars? I don't know about that, Mater. That doesn't really make any sense. Well, shoot, you should know, McQueen. You was there too. What?
What a great video. That's really interesting. It kind of makes sense, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know, I feel like that was a really good find. You was there too. A disturbing internet rabbit hole.
This sounds like an ad. I promise it's not. So, I've sort of fallen down a strange rabbit hole. Recently, my wife and I have been fortunate enough to find ourselves in a position where we can start looking to buy a house.
Wow. Yeah, okay, Bill Gates. All right, so he starts off with a lie. Okay, cool.
I've downloaded Realtor.com and Zillow, and it's become somewhat of a ritual to open the apps each day and see what the new listings have to offer.
I do love doing that. I love going on Zillow and looking at stuff. I love just like doom scrolling Zillow, thinking about my real estate portfolio.
As I'm sure you can imagine, I've stumbled across some very unique homes, and it got me thinking, what sorts of horrors are hiding in the unseen corners of your average home listings? The answer that I found was not one that I was expecting. I'm not sure if you've ever casually browsed sites like this before, but there's something strange about clicking through a listing and seeing the home decorated while the family still lives there. It feels somewhat intrusive, like you're not supposed to be there or you're infiltrating someone's space.
That is true, but I still love to snoop, though. I be talking mad shit about their choice of couch, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you have a leather couch, you must have hairy-ass legs, because anybody that has regularly not hairy or semi-hairy legs knows that leather couches are horrible, bro. You sit down in shorts and it's like you get super glued to it.
In some cases, it's actually kind of funny the types of homes that people will try and sell. This listing reads, "A cozy front porch welcomes you."
Yeah, and leather couches are super cold. I hate leather couches, bro.
Single family home that contains 1,098 square feet and was built in 1935. It contains 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. Now, I know that that's not a lot to go off of, but based on that description alone, I want you to try and form some idea of what this home might look like. Got it? Okay.
I'm forming it. Oh my god! What the fuck? It's the Baker house.
Yeah. This was a legitimate listing found on Realtor.com. The agent representing this home was kind enough to share some photos of the interior of the house, which, as you...
Looks like my New York apartment. You can literally sell this, though, by just saying it's tasteful and rustic. Tasteful and rustic. Its manufactured original appliances make it look lived in. You can smell, hear, and feel the history when you walk through the beautiful foyer.
You can see is less than inviting. The rooms are dark and bare. Stone floors are exposed and doors don't even have a knob. There's even some speculation that this home comes with its own ghostly spirit, as seen in this photograph on the listing, which might show a face peeking over the roof.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
You might be surprised to hear that this house actually sold for a grand total of $8,500.
That is genuinely a steal.
And no, my wife and I weren't the ones who bought it. But as I continued going down the rabbit hole of disturbing homes, I found a pretty strange story. TikTok in particular has countless videos featuring new home buyers who, in one way or another, stumble across something weird inside their home. Secret rooms tucked away behind walls, or hidden staircases and extensions of the house that they didn't previously know about.
If I ever bought a house and I take down a wall to insert like some different insulation into the bathroom or something, and I find a dark corridor like this, I'm putting that shit back on the market. Like, the fact that my realtor didn't even know that this existed before I bought it tells me everything I need to know. I am not going down there, bro.
These stories are pretty lackluster. The homeowners explore the unknown territory only to find, well, nothing. But this story in particular is much different. If you visit Realtor.com and search Happy Valley, Oregon, and filter to condo and townhomes, you will find seemingly normal results.
Alright, cool. Looks normal to me.
These listings appear to be higher end, ranging anywhere from $200,000 to nearly $500,000.
$500,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom is obscene, bro. I'm so sick of this shit. It's insane.
But one listing for townhomes located on Southeast Old Town Court in particular is not as it seems. When viewing photographs posted to the website by the realtor, there's nothing particularly alarming. In fact, by all means, this is quite a far cry from the rundown single-family home built in 1935.
But for $8,000 though, you basically are buying the plot of land. Although I hate all the foliage around here. Like, I would never want to live close to all this foliage. I feel like my wiener dog would get eaten.
These pictures show a cozy, inviting home that is patiently waiting for a buyer.
It looks nice.
When looking at the exterior photographs of the units, you'll see that they are painted in an alternating color scheme, a detail that will be important later on. In September of 2025, a married couple and their daughter living in one of these condos made a disturbing discovery. The home, as I mentioned before, was located in Happy Valley, a suburban area that's considered to be relatively safe. It's not exactly certain how long the family was living in the condo prior to things
That is a really nice house. I really like this.
Going awry, but as they went about their day-to-day routine, things started to feel strange. The daughter in particular would take note of strange sounds coming from inside the house. After searching for the source of the noises, her parents were ultimately unable to find anything out of the ordinary. They chose to ignore the sounds going forward, believing that they might just be...
What kind of kitchen is that? Wait, what?
...thing out of the ordinary. They chose to ignore the sounds going forward, believing...
Why is it like such a small kitchen? What the fuck is that? It looks like my dorm room.
Believing that they might just be mice in the walls or something like that. But this was far from the truth. After receiving their electric bill for the month, the married couple were surprised to see how much it was. They ultimately decided that it may have been due to the hot summer months, but then the next month came around, and the bill was just as high. The couple had confided in one of their neighbors in particular, a woman named Ketzi Ludwig. Ketzi had also expressed concerns with the family regarding a period of time when she and her husband also heard strange, unexplained noises coming from within their house. As the family gathered in their home that evening to have dinner, they were blissfully unaware that they were not alone. In the following weeks, Ketzi, the next-door neighbor, made a phone call to police after witnessing something strange happening outside the family's condo. Deputies from the Clackamas County Sheriff's Department would arrive at the home shortly after Ketzi's phone call. As they scanned the perimeter of the home, they came across something out of a horror movie. There was a seemingly random extension cord running directly through a vent.
Is this a real story? What the fuck?
One of the deputies investigating the case made a phone call to one of the parents. After describing the extension cord running through the outside vent, the family replied, saying that no one was currently in the house and they had no recollection of pulling an extension cord through the outside vent. With the family's permission, the deputies entered the home, finding the vent and following the extension cord to a closed-off crawl space located underneath the home. The door to the crawl space was locked, and oddly enough...
The only frustrating thing about videos like this is I can never tell if these are real pictures or if this is like a mock-up of it or like some sort of stock photo.
Deputies took note that there appeared to be a light and strange noise coming from the other side of the door. What lied on the other side was nothing short of terrifying. Located inside the crawl space was a number of household items, a bed, TV,
yeah, we can rate queso,
tools, and even a gaming system. The entire room was lit with a set of string lights.
Kind of aesthetic though. He low-key has the setup in there. He had a gaming system too?
TV space was a number of household items, a bed, TV, a burner, tools, and even a gaming system. The entire room was lit with a set of string lights. But perhaps more disturbing was a number of weapons found in the crawl space, a set of knives, and even a sword. The deputies also found a number of...
They got the Ghost of Tsushima squatting in their house,
alluding to the fact that someone was actively living there. Earlier that day, prior to making the phone call to police, Ketzi had been casually going about her day when she witnessed something unusual. As the neighbor to the family in the condo, she more or less knew when the family was home and when they were away for things like work or school. Especially after their conversation with one another regarding these strange noises in the house, Ketzi had decided to pay a little closer attention to what was happening in the neighborhood. This was when she saw someone hanging around the family's condo. It looked like a man, someone she had never seen before. To her horror, she watched as the man checked his surroundings before entering the family's home.
Oh, he 100% just disappeared, bro.
When deputies made the shocking discovery inside the crawl space, they didn't just find items and the makeshift home. They found a disheveled man. The same man that Ketzi had seen entering the home just hours before. The deputies would identify the man in the crawl space as 41-year-old Benjamin Bakur. The couple, as well as their daughter, all told the same story. This was a complete stranger, someone they had never seen before. And somehow, he had been living under their feet.
It looks so cozy, though, I can't even lie. Like, I would totally live here. It looks so... Honestly, if he's not a bad tenant, just charge him rent. Like, charge him, like, you know, charge him a little bit for electricity or whatever, and just call it a day.
For what Ben would later determine to be roughly 2.5 months. He had been the source of all of the strange noises the family had heard, but could never figure out. His gaming consoles, television, and other devices were the reason why the family was paying so high for electricity each month. And if it hadn't been for Ketzi, this probably would have continued. In later interviews with Ketzi conducted by county news organizations, she came to an unsettling conclusion. She had told the family next door that she and her husband had also heard similar unexplained noises coming from their condo. And because of this, she believes that Ben was also living in their home for a short period of time. Given that the layout between the houses was so similar, it wasn't at all out of the realm of possibility. Why Ben ultimately chose to move next door instead is still up for debate. Following the discovery of the crawl space, deputies would promptly arrest Ben. As of making this video, he's currently awaiting trial. Using the cover of darkness, the defendant snuck into the crawl space of the family's home, moved in his belongings, including multiple televisions, gaming consoles, cooking burners. He even hung string lights, racking up the electricity usage while the family unknowingly footed the bill. It probably doesn't come as a surprise, but among the items recovered from the crawl space included drug paraphernalia. Ben was literally smoking meth underneath the house while the family was unknowingly
That's hardcore, bro.
living above him. This whole story would go on to be referred to as the Happy Valley Crawl Space Incident, based on the irony of the name Happy Valley and the not-so-happy crawl space discovery. The craziest thing is that when searching for condos and townhomes in the Happy Valley area, I found a couple listings that look eerily similar to that of the townhouse seen in the news coverage of the crawl space incident. I know what you're thinking. Jacob, they're townhouses, they're all supposed to look the same. But when taking a look at this drone shot of the units on Southeast Old Town Court and this news footage of one of the family's neighbors getting interviewed, this is undoubtedly the same cluster of townhomes. When looking at other shots taken by
I just don't understand. There's no way you could know that. It looks identical.
By the news crew, they all seem to center around a unit on the end with a orangish exterior. It wouldn't at all surprise me if, following this incident, the family chose to sell their home in an effort to get away from the incident entirely. Regardless, I'm going to blur all of the exact addresses out of respect for the family and all of their neighbors. I wish that I could say that stories like this where an
That's crazy. That's really interesting. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I got up pretty early this morning, and that's about all I have in me today. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I know it's a little bit of a short stream, but I'll be back tomorrow. But I think that's it for me tonight, y'all. I am very tired. I need to go to sleep. I'm very sleepy. Oh, W stream. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, W. I appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow before I go to work. Yeah, let's raid Queso, yeah. Whew. Hey, thank you, Furry Trash. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out, dude. I appreciate it. Usually I talk a little bit more, but man, I am just tired as hell. I am so tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Is he live? Yeah, he is. All right, y'all, let's do it. Oh, he doesn't allow raids. Fuck. Never mind. Yeah. Furry Trash, thanks for hanging out, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you again. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. He won't let me raid him, though. Here, let's see. Hold on. What about, is Jinx live? Let's raid Mac Danny. Let's raid Mac Danny.
XXX Tentacion or Madonna, chat? Which one? I don't know, bro. You guys think X? Everybody is saying X right now, so I'm gonna pick X. Should be X. W.
Hold on one second. There he is. Let's raid Mac Danny. I want to see if he says anything. He won't, but... Alright, let's raid him.
W. Starbucks or Bill Gates, chat? Starbucks or Bill Gates?
Alright, y'all. Good night.
Saying Starbucks.
Good night, guys.
W. 5 for 5. Come on, chat. We're on a good one right now. Who has more Spotify streams, Childish Gambino or Travis Scott? It has to be Travis Scott because Childish Gambino quit music. Yo, thank you so much for the 2-party raid.
Let's go.
Travis Scott, let's do it.
That was cool. He actually said something nice. The W.
Imagine Dragons.
All right, good night, guys.